Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the On the Go post show with the WKYC 3 Go Morning Show. Welcome to our daily weekday post show on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, you can chime in with all of the comments because, of course, we want this conversation to be with you as well. I'm Danielle Wiggins with Dave Jadowski, Austin Love, Holly Strano, and Jasmine Monroe. We are talking a number of topics today, including dog costumes. So stick around for that. Let us know if you dress up your dog. But we want to first start with, that trending news here in Ohio. We're actually trending in the wrong direction when it comes to COVID-19 because basically a grim record in Ohio regarding coronavirus cases. The state confirms 2,039 new cases within the past 24 hours. So that's 592 more than reported the day before and 757 more than the 3-week average. And so that's 16 also more Ohioans passed away from COVID-19 over the last day. And Jasmine, I see you are able to join us right now. You have been covering that story this morning. And pretty much the question is should we all be worried and what should we be doing together so that we can bring these numbers down?
Well, it's pretty simple. It's what we've been saying, what we've been reporting on, just continuing to wash your hands and, of course, keeping your distance from family members and friends and also wearing your mask. This is something that we've been stressing since the very beginning. We're learning more things about the coronavirus, but still this thing that stays the same is the closer you are to people, the easier you can get it, as we can see with the president and his entire family and his organization. So it's not something that just only affects one community or one type of race. This is something that's affecting the entire world. And you have to do your part by wearing your mask and doing what folks are saying. The governor right now is saying about 85% is what he wants to see Ohio wearing their mask. And pretty much it took a dip. There are counties, about 51 counties in Ohio, that are not wearing their mask, and the numbers are rising. So there is studies that are being done day by day, month by month, and the facts are showing when people aren't wearing a mask, this thing is spreading and it's getting worse. And if we want out of this, we have to just abide by the rules, do what they say, so we can figure out how to get out of this. Because if we don't, the governor has stressed that he will close down the state. There will be no back to school learning. There will be no restaurants. There will be no bars. So I feel like he's like, when your mom and dad tells you if you don't listen to them, you'll see the consequences. The consequences for us is death. So not to be too scary or anything, but that's just, that's the thing. I actually have had family members who have been affected by it, friends who have been affected by this, doctors. And it's just something not to be played with. And I wish people would, just listen to the rules. That's it.
Yeah, I can see that it really impacts you, Jasmine. I can hear it in your voice. And it's not only just impacting people around, it's impacting businesses as well. Austin, you spent some time at Royal Docks Brewing. I mean, how are they impacted by COVID-19?
Yeah, and it's not really it's Royal Docks Brewing, of course, because they're doing a solution to what's going on right now. But it's really small businesses, local breweries as a whole, and really the entire beverage industry necessarily, because there is a shortage of aluminum cans that's going on right now in the United States, and the numbers are pretty staggering. 10 billion with a B cans short right now that could be used in the United States. It's incredible, and a lot of this is just a ripple effect from so many things are going on right now, and it's really sent these local businesses, these local breweries really searching to find a Band-Aid to the solution right now. Because if you look at what are happening with cans, of course, like the Pepsis, the Coca-Colas, the Anheuser-Busch's, they're fine. They get all the cans because they are paying the most. And but then it has this trickle down effect where small businesses, they're at the bottom of the totem pole and they aren't able to get these cans. So seeing a huge shortage and not being able to get out their Christmas ale, Royal Docks Brewing, was searching around for any possible solution to this problem, because 85% of their entire business is based on just the sale of cans. So luckily they had a extra, the guy said he's a hoarder, and he holds on to cans from past years, from unused beer that they just never used. I mean, they weren't used cans, they were just old cans that never got used, and they were already pre-labeled. So what they're doing is taking these pre-labeled unused cans and then relabeling them with right now they're doing the Yuletide, it's their Christmas sale. So a creative solution to do this, but it's really the ripple effects, the scary ripple effects that are taking place because of the pandemic. And, Dave, we talked on air, is that I was like, well, why not just use glass? And they're like, well, we would use glass, and some places are shifting more to glass, but then there's signs of a glass shortage that's going to be taking place, and then there is a yeast shortage over the summer. So really, these small breweries, small local businesses, they're taking the brunt of it, and they can't get a break.
Wow. See, this is, as Jasmine was saying, these are some of the things that we're not thinking about. Many people impacted by this. And remember, you can chime in with your comments and what you're thinking about COVID-19. We have new travel advisories, just a lot. It's a different way of life. Did you guys think we'll be in this pandemic still doing these things when we all said, okay, we're going to leave the station in March? Did you guys think we would be here in October right now?
Thought it was going to be 2 weeks tops.
I actually did. I guessed that we would be out of this in November. And I don't think we're going to be out of it in November either. But
I had a big debate with family members, and, it was depending on how you looked at it. But quickly, Holly always talks about, there was a point where she looked at us and said, are we going to have to worry about this? This was when it hadn't hit the U.S. yet, and it was just in China.
Oh, I remember that day.
That's right. Yeah. You said, what was your quote precisely?
Do you guys think this is going to be a big deal?
A big deal. Right.
A big deal.
And because at that point you didn't know. But then once things started happening, I was warning my family, and I'm like, prepare. This is once you started to see it affecting in the United States, and you're like, all right, this is going to be a big deal. And sure enough, sports shut down, Las Vegas shut down, school shut down. All of this has happened. And I, unfortunately, am having that same feeling again, that we're coming into another wave here. And I don't know if it will be like that, because people, I was thinking about this yesterday, guys. I was driving home from my daughter's soccer practice, and I looked over at the mall, and parking lot packed, restaurants packed. Like, people want to get back to what they are used to doing and want to do the normal things. And from my eyes, and you see the NFL and Major League Baseball, and granted, fans aren't in the stands and everything necessarily. You have 12,000 at Browns games, but it's just confusing. I think that's the biggest word. It's confusing, because I feel like some people feel it this way and other people feel this way, and it just makes it difficult.
Yeah, I echo what Dave is saying. It's almost like mixed messages if you think about that, because if you're driving by restaurants, bars, and seeing them packed, and they're open, and stadiums for that matter, and malls and shopping centers, like, what does that say to us? If it's so, I feel the same way is what I'm saying. I think everybody is not only a little confused, but it's a combination of, like, we're exhausted from doing this for almost a year, which is crazy. We want to be safe. I mean, same thing, Jasmine. I have family members that have been affected, and it's nothing to fool around with. So, and us here at the station, I mean, we've been obviously taking really, really drastic measures to keep all of us safe. And I think we all want to return to normal. What I would just, be really sad to see is letting our guard down and anybody prematurely. You know what I mean? We don't want to go backwards. I mean, let's just keep on fighting the fight and get rid of this thing.
I didn't think we'd be here necessarily, for sure.
Austin, people are commenting, I believe it's Shawnee saying recycle your cans and bottles on your story that you did, NYS. They have, oh no, I missed, people are commenting. So I missed the rest of the comment. But actually, there's a little debate going on in the comment section, people calling COVID fake and others people saying, wait a minute, it's no joke. So again, that's why we're here, where, people are actually upset with us for talking about this. So it's a tough time that we're in. And I know that we have to get to the Today Show cut-ins for Holly and Dave, but we are going to continue this conversation in the comment section as well. But before we go, we do want to end with something lighter, because this was a pretty heavy topic, because we are on shutdowns. We're seeing businesses shut down. We're seeing all those things. So as we leave, Dave, lighten us up.
Yes.
Dog costumes.
Let's do that. Well, how about this? An estimated 29 million people are going to dress their pets up for Halloween this year, right? And there's a new survey that finds pumpkins, hot dogs, and superheroes are among the most popular costume choices, okay? And if you plan to dress your animal, they're suggesting, veterinarians are saying, start with something simple like a bandana to see if your pet is comfortable with that. So
what's Benson going to be, Austin?
I was going to say 100% I'm dressing up Benson. I dress him up for Browns games. He's got his own little Browns jersey. He's got an Indians jersey. I don't know. I've talked to Allison of what we're going to do. Maybe he's just going to be like the great pumpkin, the great cute pumpkin, So stay tuned on my Instagram for that one.
Yes. So Benson is the dog, and Allison's your girlfriend. Holly, you have 3 dogs.
Allison is not the dog.
I have 3 now. I didn't have Mally last Halloween.
He's gonna kill you, Austin.
I said she's not the
Holly.
dog.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry, Holly. Austin derailed us here. Yes, Allison is the girlfriend. Benson is the dog. Holly, go ahead.
Very cute.
Before we get to wrap, Holly, what are you dressing your 3 dogs up as?
Well, no, I have no idea, but last year Otis was Superman and Maya was a pumpkin.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm right in with that study.
You have a new dog, right? You have another dog, right? You have 3 dogs.
Yeah. I didn't have Mally last year, though, so she's new.
All righty. Well, let us know if you have pets, how you
dress them up as Dave, Holly.
On that note, I gotta go.
So Dave is gonna leave because of that, Austin. Oh my goodness. All righty, guys. Thanks for joining us here on the On the Go Post Show, where we talk for at 7:05 every day. Thanks, Austin. Thanks, Jasmine, Holly, Dave. Maureen was off today. We'll see you guys. Have a great Thursday.
Happy Halloween.